So I'm making this video sat on my cajon. I come out here to the park sometimes and I play this cajon, and I'm not saying it's a form of meditation. It puts me into a trance, if you like. It's a great way to clear out my mind and break state, but that's not what I'm talking about inside of this video. I bought this cajon in Adelaide because the instrument interested me. I don't have a guitar. I didn't bring a guitar with me. We traveled light over here, and I thought, well, I'm going to miss playing my guitar, but instead of getting a guitar, I might get one at some point. I'll get this cajon, do something with this cajon. And I was playing it the other day, and I was reflecting on how challenging it was to sing certain vocal lines and or hum certain guitar riffs over the cajon. And I know that by playing the cajon, even though I'm not playing guitar at the moment, it's going to improve my guitar playing. I know this. It's going to improve my guitar playing. And this is the principle, this is the idea behind cross-training. And this is what I want to talk about here, cross-training. Cross-training in life, in the arts that contribute towards, and the crafts that contribute towards you being able to live an enriched, fulfilling life. I'm a skills junkie, so I spend a lot of time learning a lot of different skills. And one of the things I've found across time is things I learn from one skill translate to another skill. And when I take a break from learning one skill, for example, I might take a break from learning martial arts for a time, go learn hypnosis, and then when I go back to martial arts, I bring stuff back in. It's changed how I do martial arts. This is the nature of cross-training. This is how it works. If you want to get really good at anything, you want to be able to utilize and bring cross-training in. If you doubt this, look at professional athletes. You take a sprinter, they don't just go out and sprint over and over and over again. They'll go down and they'll work out in the gym. They might do some swimming. They're going to do some other things, a bit of cross-training. Their main focus will be the sprinting, but they cross-train in order to develop their skills. In mixed martial arts, people who want to be very good at fighting, obviously they cross-train in all kinds of arts, but they cross-train outside of arts as well, doing different things. Some do yoga. I was reading about some people working with Ido Portal, the movement guy, and some other people from mixed martial arts world working with Wim Hof, the Iceman. Cross-training is valuable, and it's equally valuable in life. And it can seem like it might not be. I know it took me a long time to really start to see the value of cross-training. When I was younger, I didn't get it. I thought, if I want to get good at something, surely all the skills required to get good at it are contained within the thing I want to get good at. So if I just focus on that thing, everything will take care of itself. An extreme example of this is the example of Neil Strauss, the author of the notorious book, infamous book, The Game. I once read something that Neil Strauss had written somewhere on the web about how there were certain things he just wanted to be able to do in his life. And one of the things, and it struck me because I'm a musician, one of the things he wanted to be able to do was play one song really, really well on the guitar. He wasn't interested in being able to play the guitar in general, he just wanted to be able to play one song. And he had somebody who was teaching him one song. Now, I'll bet that it seemed to Neil Strauss, if Neil Strauss ever watches this and takes exception, please, Neil, feel free to contact me. We can talk. But I'll bet that Neil Strauss is thinking ahead of time. Yeah, I haven't got the time to put the energy into learning the guitar, so I'll just learn one song and that'll be easier. But that's the illusion, you see, because it's not. It is easier when learning the guitar, even if you just wanted to play one song, to learn to play a number of tunes and a number of songs that are going to develop your skill set. Different songs will develop different aspects of your skill set in different ways. So you'll end up creating the competence to play that one song only through playing other songs and doing other kinds of exercises on the guitar. Fingerwork exercises, timing exercises, other things. It can be easy to think, well, surely the song that I want to play must contain within it all the skills required to play it, so if I keep playing it, I'll just develop those skills. It seems to make sense. But let's say part of playing that song is a skill that's a minor part in that song, but it's nevertheless a key part. There might be something else you can do that will better develop that skill than playing the song that you want to play. So I'm looking there at the idea of cross-training within the context of one domain, one instrument. But if you look at musicianship and you can focus on one instrument, and that's great, I think there's value and there's benefit to stepping outside of that. Now, my guitar skills are of a certain level. I can play reasonably well, reasonably complex pieces, and I can enjoy playing those and play them quite fluidly. I can also sing, but when I sing and when I play, my guitar playing level drops many notches. Because there are certain cross rhythms and things which I just can't match. I just haven't got the coordination in place yet. Now, that coordination that can serve me in playing guitar, I can plug away on guitar, I can strip away, and if it's about rhythm and clashing rhythms, I can work on the cajon, and I can work with singing or humming out riffs on the cajon, slowing things down. This becomes a tool to specialize in something which is going to enhance my guitar playing in terms of singing and playing. Now, we've broadened the category from guitar to music in general, but let's look at broadening the category further. I know, speaking for myself, much that I've learned through music has become subtly applicable in terms of rhythm, understanding the impact of tone and musicality in doing hypnosis and in speaking. Not necessarily consciously even, it filters through unconsciously. So what I've learned through music has made me a better hypnotist, which is an interesting thing. Also, what I've learned from hypnosis has made me a better musician, because I've learned more about states of mind and modes of mind and different ways of being and different ways of flowing. And now I look back at my guitar playing from years earlier. It's almost like I was playing with the wrong mode of mind, the wrong state of mind. I would never have discovered this without experimenting with hypnosis, so that feeds back in, you see, the other way. And if we step outside of that, look at martial arts, which I love as well. My martial arts training has so informed my hypnosis, particularly the tactile side of it, the non-verbal communication, the physical communication. Hypnosis has also informed my martial arts training, because I have subtleties, I have distinctions that I've learned through hypnosis training, which I now am able to apply to martial arts and have that work and sing at a richer level. At the moment, I'm bringing all of this to bear on working with my children, because I'm involved in home educating my children. Everything I've learned from these areas, also I'm not talking about coaching here, which I would also include. Everything I've learned now I'm bringing to bear upon working with my children, educating my children. Everything I've learned from change work, everything I've learned from coaching. And yet I'm learning things from educating my children that I can bring back into coaching and change work as well. And all of this stuff feeds into my ability to communicate, it feeds into my ability to manage my mind. Everything feeds in. So, if you're looking to live life skillfully, if you're looking to make life your craft, everything that you do can be part of your cross-training. And it will happen unconsciously if you engage in different things, particularly if you bring the right context of mind to it. If you bring a lot of frustration, a lot of aggravation, a lot of trying to get through the learning, it's not going to work. Always get into learning rather than trying to get through learning. Don't race for the outcome. Immerse yourself deeply. That way, everything that you learn will start to naturally, unconsciously integrate, become part of who you are. So you see it in sports. It's recognized in sports, performance, this kind of thing. Cross-training works. You see it in music. You see it in all kinds of areas. Very few people think about it in the context of their life and who they are becoming and how they are becoming. And that's the invitation I make to you here. Consider everything that you do, every skill that you get into, every way of seeing that you immerse yourself in exploring more deeply as contributing to your overall beingness and your overall application of yourself skillfully in the life that you're leading and the life that you want to create.